Tan Sooi Beng is a renowned ethnomusicologist and honorary professor at Universiti Sains Malaysia. She pioneered Malaysia's first Bachelor of Arts music program integrating Western, Malaysian, and world music. Her influential publications include Bangsawan, a social and stylistic history of Malay opera, the co-authored Music of Malaysia, classical, folk, and syncretic traditions, and Longing for the Past, the 78 RPM era in Southeast Asia, which won the SEM Bruno Nettel Prize. As a decolonizing force in music education, she revised national syllabi, led inclusive workshops, and advanced cultural sustainability as the first Asian woman president of the International Council for Traditions of Music and Dance. Through her compositions and community theatre, Tan celebrates Malaysia's multi-ethnic heritage while driving social change through the arts.
我名是陈水冰，我是槟城的人。我的爸母阮是大槟城，我去读册伫 Convent Light Street， 当今我教册伫Lita Universiti Sains Malaysia 45年。After I graduated, I feel that I need to give something back to the society that I got from. When I was very young, we lived in Ayatam because my mother was a midwife there, and my grandmother used to take me to go and see Chinese opera. So that was like my first introduction. And I went to a convent, you know, and in the convent it's very westernized and everything was in English, and I learned English dances, English music and so on. So I became like very anglicized at that point. Yeah. So for my masters, I went to study Chinese opera and the puppet theatre in Penang, and discovered, you know, so much about my own culture that I didn't know anything about. It was very important for me to localize and decolonize the music education in USM. As a result of that, I also had to learn myself the wayang kulit instruments. I joined Chinese orchestra outside. For me, it was an eye-opener. So when I was studying with the performers, I traveled with them and I mixed with them, I played music with them. I discovered that actually Bangsawan was very mixed at the ground level. They interacted with all kinds of people. They learned from the Chinese and they learned from the Indians. They used these performers in their performance itself. So they actually worked and collaborated with people of other races. This is what I should be promoting.
In 2015, Professor Tan co-founded Ombak Potehi, a community-based glove puppet troupe in Penang, consisting of young people under 30 years old. Originally performed in Hokkien, the troupe performs in multiple languages, Hokkien, Malay, Tamil, and English, to reach diverse audiences. Trained by experts from Penang's Beng puppet troupe, they've written and produced 3 beloved works by the community: The Story of Malay, The Monkey King Adventures, and Kisah Pulau Pinang, The Story of Penang. Under Tan's guidance, Ombak Potehi reimagines classical tales and stages new stories rooted in local issues. They are a model for participatory arts and cultural sustainability, collaborating with local musicians, performers, and everyday citizens. Today, the troupe continues her vision, preserving heritage while empowering communities through inclusive, socially engaged puppetry.
So currently I'm involved in this Potehi project. So I got a group of young apprentices to study puppet manipulation, music narration with the traditional group called Beng. That is the oldest group in Penang. And they are run by 2 elderly ladies. Yeah? Beng ladies began to teach young apprentices who went to the stage to learn from them, because performers are busy traveling around performing in temples. But after that, I realized that actually I cannot bring this to the public, the multi-ethnic public, if we keep performing in this traditional style. I tried to localize the tradition by bringing in stories from the people. Penang story again, yeah, but from different angles. So these stories are very popular among all kinds of people. And we bring this troupe performs outside of the temples. If you are just in Chinese temple, then some people might not want to go in there. I have given my students the tools to do research and discovering why it is important to do research on the traditional arts that are dying. There is a liberalization at this point. I feel very strongly that there is a need to cross borders rather than to just promote Malay, Chinese, Indian. We need to find spaces, because as I told you, this is what is Malaysian.
Hey, hey! 100 tahun dahulu Penang dianggap sebagai jeda untuk orang Islam dari Asia, singgah ke sini sebelum di Mekah, dari Malaysia dan Sumatera, singgah di Lebok Aceh sama-sama, sambil tunggu kapal nak ke Mekah, duduk